Hey guys, I always start 2 minutes early because I feel as if there are people who just want to get on just a little early. So I always want to be just there for you. So we want to make sure that I'm there for you. I'm unmuted, so that's always a good thing, right? I know. And so I'm always trying to do, and then I always check Facebook to see if we're already started live. Oh, not started yet, but I will tell you this: some really cool stuff. I had it was a little bit. There's some fun stuff happening today. I had a interesting day. Let's just put it that way. I had a root canal, and I was all swollen today, but I'm a little bit better. Still so stinking sore because I eat. You're not gonna believe this, but I eat that the stuff that the numbing medicine that they put in you. My body just envelops it, and it's hilarious to me because it's crazy. My body digests it so quickly or metabolizes it so quickly that I have to have extra. So I'm just gonna do this really quickly. Oh, look, there you go. And so, hey, Jan, how are you doing? And Danny's already on. Yeah, it's hilarious to me. I told that. Okay, disclaimer, I told them when I walked in, by the way, you're going to have to give me extra medicine. And they're like, it'll be okay. And I'm like, no. So I had a root canal today and a filling. The filling was nothing compared to the root canal. So they jabbed me twice over here and then right there. Oh, God, that is the most painful part is when they put it right on that stupid bone. Okay. Then they start drilling. And I'm like, I can feel that. I'm like, your mouth's wide open. I'm like, I can feel that. And I'm screaming because it hurts so bad because they were it's like it was not even there. And so then they put 3 more because they kept trying. They kept putting in and then trying, waiting and then trying. And it just didn't happen. It was ridiculous. Finally, because they had already drilled some out, they stuck the thing in there twice in my tooth, the numbing stuff in my tooth, and I was screaming and crying. I had tears coming down. I was pitiful. It was pitiful, and I was just crying so hard. And they totally numbed this side of my mouth. Finally, it numbed after 8 shots. 8, and then they're well, it numbed me from here to here, of course, but the other tooth they needed to fix was right there. And they're like, are you numb over there? I'm like, no. And so they had to shoot me again over here twice. And then, so it's 10 shots of that numbing stuff. They're like, we can't give you any more. You have enough to kill a horse. So I'm just saying, in my tiny little body. And they're like, by the way, we can give you no more because we're a little afraid of giving you more. Just saying. So I had a root canal today, which is very tender. My dog's looking at me. It's very tender. Yes, it is. And then I had a filling. The filling is nothing. I'm it's a little tender, but this one over here, I feel like someone punched me in the freaking jaw. So we're going to do this tonight, and you're going to love me because I am working through the pain, people. Working through the pain. It's been an interesting day, to say the least. All right? But we're going to have a great show. It really, really is. You know why? Samuel Lawson's on the show. That's right. He's my husband and I love him so much. But there you go. So it's not about Celtic Rain today. In fact, Celtic Rain is going to probably be mentioned, but he has his own solo career. So this is going to be really, really cool to kind of get to know Samuel and all the great jazz that's going on there. And Ron says, Molly and I are watching. Hi, Ron. So great to see you. So great. You and Molly are here. We love it when you guys show up. Now, here's a great thing. You want to get yourself on the show? It's really only 2 requirements. Ready? It is family-friendly music. Okay, so just don't be mean to people. Don't be stupid. All right? Number 2, Make sure that you are an independent or a small label artist. That's really the requirements. Well, that, and come on, if it's not radio ready music, I'm probably not going to play it. So if it's just a voice and it's not meant to just be a voice, like it's just a track, I'm going to help you figure out how to maybe make it better than that. All right? Yeah. So we're going to start here. What I am going to do is say, Tyson, would you like to come help me with the dog? The dog needs to go out very badly. So we're going to have a few people that are going to come and help me right now get the dog back outside. Anybody in my house want to help me get the... Thank you very much. I have beautiful people in my house that are helping me with animals. But at this moment, we also want to talk about this. If you're watching from Facebook, that's great. But know that Facebook cuts me off. God only knows when. Like, it's hilarious. They don't even tell me when it's going to happen. It just gets cut off. So what I would recommend you to do is go to youtube.com/C for channel /Celtic Rain, like rain out of the sky. You'll find us. It's the best way to watch it. It goes all the way through. No interruptions. Unless something stupid happens with my computer, because sometimes that happens. But if nothing else happens and it's great, that's the best way to watch. youtube.com/C /Celtic Rain. Okay? That is the best way to watch. And if you go to YouTube, you better do this for me. Please do me a favor. Subscribe for me. Right there. Just subscribe right below. And then like it, because the thing is like, I need to know. And comment. I want to hear your comments. And there's a comment right now. It's from Samuel. He says, hello everybody. It's a beautiful thing to hear from the people that are going to be here. So we are the Celtic Rain Radio Show. I am so excited to get started. I would do this. I would say this is this. Just turn it on. Let this be let it be a soundtrack to your evening. It's a beautiful thing to have a soundtrack to your evening. You don't even have to stay there and watch the whole time. Guess what, guys? We're going to be dancing. You're at your house, dude. Like, you can be naked. You can be in your pajamas. You can be with your cats and your dogs. It doesn't matter who's around you. Dude, you're in the best place to have, like, the best night party of all. Go to youtube.com/C /Celtic Rain, and let's have the best, biggest music party of all. Okay? Let's talk about the first 3 songs. I'm so stinking excited. I'm never going to say this correctly because I love you, Victor Sierra. But actually, this is a little bit easier. I'm very horrible about the French stuff, but the Italian and the Spanish stuff I can pretty much get. So here we go. It's called La Carte des Mondes Perdus. And that's what it is. By Victor Sierra. Now, they are an industrial steampunk band, but they do not just English, but they do also, I believe might be Portuguese. I don't know, Spanish of some sort. All right, I'm so sorry. Please love me because I am ignorant and you love me even though. And then we're going to hear Backpack by Gravehuffer. Remember Gravehuffer? They're that really hard, industrial, really just, it's kind of a thrash metal band that is really amazing, and they have amazing lyrics and an amazing story, and their songs are just ridiculous beautiful, but they are really hardcore, and I actually really like them. It's really kind of cool. Then we're going to hear Star of the County Down by Celtic Rain. So, before you get to hear Samuel and all of his own situation, you get to hear Samuel do Star of the County Down with Celtic Rain. That obviously is the band I play in. Yay, thank you. And so we're going to have a great time with that. We're having all sorts of comments. Oh my gosh. Ron is like, Molly waved hello, like you could see her. I love that. Hi, I'm waving hi like I see you now. That's right, because this is the Celtic Rain Radio Show, and we're going to have one of the best times right now you can ever see. So let's just dance our little butts off to our beautiful music. You guys ready to dance your butts off to beautiful music? I am. Just saying. It's so time. Here we go.
If This is a tune about the place in Ireland where St. Patrick first landed, but it takes place quite a long time after that. Near Banbridge town and the county down, one morning last July, down a Burying Green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf that I shook myself, but to see I was really there. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. She onward sped, there I shook my head, and I looked with a feeling rare. And I said, says I, to a passerby, who's the maid with the nut brown hair? He smiled at me, and with pride says he, that's the gem of Ireland's crown. She's young Rosie McCann, from the banks of the Bann, she's a star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. Crossroads fair, I'll be surely there, and I'll dress in my Sunday clothes, with my shoes shone bright and my hat cocked right, with a smile from my nut brown rose. No pipe I'll smoke, no horse I'll yoke, till my plough turns a rust colour brown, till a smiling bride by my own fireside sits the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. No maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down.
Yes, that's my gorgeous husband singing, and I adore the shnikes out of him. Yay, shnikes! But we are ready to bring this gorgeous man on. Hey, Mr. Man. How
Oh my
are
goodness.
you?
I'm so nervous. No.
And usually he's
Sorry.
like behind the scenes and he's like fixing all the problems for me. I'm like, holy crap, something went wrong. And he like runs over and does all this stuff and he's totally behind the scenes. But now he's in the seat where he has to actually talk and like do things.
I am in the seat. I'm going to talk and I'm going to do the things.
He's
And
going
we're
to do
gonna-
the thing.
We're going to say the words and we're going to know
He's
what we
going to
know.
say the words. Well, there's some beautiful people that are actually saying hello. We have Shelby. Hi, Shelby. Caleb is watching.
Yes.
And we have, of course, Ron and Molly are watching, which is beautiful. We also have some people on Facebook that are watching. So we're going to say hello to them. We
Hello,
have, I'm
people on
going back.
Facebook.
We have Jane, and Caleb was watching on Facebook, but he transferred over. By the way, that's a good thing to do, is transfer over to YouTube, because they always have the best. It's the best. I'm so sorry. I love Facebook, but YouTube is a little bit better for this. And Danny's doing a great job, too. So I'm just saying, needless to say,
Got me.
we're having some beautiful people watching, and I just have some questions, like, because I've been married to you for, well, almost 19 years, 20 years,
18, 19.
19.
Years. Happy
I've been married to you for a
anniversary.
long time. Let's just say long.
I think we can do
So-
math if we, subtract the
Yeah,
year
that's
that we
like-
were married from this year, but I don't want,
It's been a long time. I don't even know if we should count 2020 just because of everything that happened.
been a long road.
Yeah, right. But, so I'm interviewing you like you are just another person.
I'm just this guy,
Another person. Just this guy, Just this guy, who just happens to be from Indiana, and that is not an Indiana situation, but still.
Well,
Whatever. So, questions. Tell me, where music, dude. Where did it start in your life? I mean, I know the stories, but they don't. Tell them
Where
the
did
stories.
music start? Oh, where did music start in my life?
In your
Okay.
life, like how did it? How did it like grab your heart and then pull you in?
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say Mum had a big hand in it.
Yep, I'd say so too.
My mum was a church organist for 30 years, more than 30 years really, before she kind of just stepped back from it because times were changing and stuff. But I spent many Sundays and rehearsal days during the week sitting on that organ bench next to her, or crawling under pews as one does in a church while one was practicing, and during choral rehearsals and stuff while she's there. So there was always that happening in the background, if not the foreground. And that led to other things. That led to this family group that we kind of had going called the One Way Singers. That was a big deal in
we
in
used
our
their
family.
board for forever.
Yeah, we
The
still
thing
have.
finally died.
We still have other equipment that's from One Way Singers.
I'm just
by the way,
saying.
that still works.
Yeah.
So
That
some of the
that
stuff was
crap
really
is
good.
amazing. That equipment is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
they made stuff way better back then. But
Yeah.
so that was kind of where I started, taking the microphone, and then I picked up the guitar, and there was a great fellow who played guitar named Gary Terhune in that group, and he sadly passed away several years back. But he was kind of the first sort of rock and roll guitarist I ever saw. But the first guitarist I ever knew was my dad too. He used to sit outside on the porch under the stars after he'd spent a long day doing farming stuff, and he'd play his 3 or 4 chords that he knew, and it sounded just like perfect music to
Of course, because
8-year-old boy.
Exactly. Well, then you go from 8, and then you go into actually wanting to play the guitar. Who was it that influenced you to make you want to play this crazy thing called a guitar? Knowing that you have about 6 minutes.
So yeah, so being around that music, and kind of hanging around the whole the One Way Singers group, seeing Gary, seeing Dad, and well, there was a fateful day that happened. It was in November. I think it was in November around 1990, maybe it was even 1989. Not quite sure. Maybe 89. Anyway, the preacher from our church had given, or we bought it from him, about a guitar. And for Pat, it was a graduation present when my older brother Patrick graduated high school. I think it was a graduation present. Anyway, it was his. He played it for a little bit. He took it to college with him, and then kind of laid it down. Didn't go anywhere with it really, and left it at home. And I was home with a cold from school for a couple of days, and there was no internet because it was 1989 or 90 or whatever. I think it was whatever year it was. It was a long time ago.
Year.
Picked up the guitar and I started going through it like I had played saxophone, because I had also played saxophone in band at that point, which is probably the thing that gave me a pretty solid musical foundation, because that's where I learned to read music, to read treble clef. Thankfully, it was treble clef because that's what guitar music's all written on.
Right.
And then picked up the guitar and went through a book. Like, okay, this is how you learn an instrument. You open a book and you read the notes and you play the notes on the instrument and you play it and you go pluck and it goes boing. And and I learned that and went from there to chords, scales, and then playing songs. And a few months later, I had my own guitar. And
was there anybody that taught you how to do what you're doing right now?
So after I had been messing around with the guitar for a couple of months, I think it was 2 or 3 months. It was that actually it was just a couple of months. I got an electric guitar for Christmas. It was a little white Arbor guitar. It was kind of a Strat copy, and got guitar lessons. I started taking lessons from this guy. I think his name was Marvin in Plainfield, and we did really well there for about a year. After a year, I'd already outgrown that guitar and got a better guitar, and it was going great. And then Marvin moved away, and there was like, okay, there was another guy there that was teaching, but we didn't really get on. But by that time, I knew enough to really sort of take off on my own for a good while. Played in.
Then you went to college a little bit, and what happened
had my
there?
little garage bands, and then went into college. Yeah, so. College was cool because I got to try some different styles that I, hadn't been able to really get into, that I was interested in. That was the first time I really took classical guitar lessons, of course, was in college, but then I also took some jazz lessons. So I took 1 semester of classical guitar and 1 semester of jazz guitar at Anderson University before transferring down to Indianapolis, was IU, Indiana University, Purdue University, IUPUI in Indianapolis. And when I was there, I'd been, during this time, been in a few bands, had loads of fun, but, the bands do what bands do, and, you kind of go the wayside or whatever. But the one band that I was in broke up, and I was just like, I'm really kind of tired of this crap, and I started just playing solo. And I met this, actually, I took a class at IUPUI called... It was called advanced guitar, but it was the fingerstyle blues guitar that David Morgan taught
there you go.
at IUPUI, and he is absolutely fantastic.
He is.
Fingerstyle.
I would love to get him on the show, frankly.
Yeah,
He's
he would be really
freaking
cool.
amazing.
And
Yes.
he's got so many stories. I don't know if 2 hours is long
so
enough for
good.
him.
I'm not going to give him 2 hours.
Anyway, took his
But-
class, did great in it, loved it so much that I needed another elective, and they let me do it. So I just repeated the class, and they let it count
Nice.
twice.
That's
towards my
amazing.
degree
Thank God,
at the
right?
time. It was
I
kind of
know.
wild west at IPOI in those days. You could get away with a
They
lot.
were just figuring it all out.
Yeah, and then I started, and Dave got me my first real regular paying gig, playing blues at a couple of places. One was a little pizza parlor on the northwest side near Marion College. It was called Muggsy's Pizza, and a buddy of mine was working there too, Kyle Edmondson, and I just got to play there every other week and make a little bit of cash, which is great for being in college. Like, hey, I've got fun.
Yeah, there you go.
I can pay my rent and eat. Wow.
That's crazy.
And that was
well, this song we're gonna play is not. It's not blues, but it is one of the ones I've heard you play like a million times. It's called Churro Typico. Can you tell us about that? You got about 2 minutes. Tell us about that.
Right. So
And
Churro
why you
Typico,
recorded this.
after I did all kinds of blues, I went into classical. I got bit by the classical bug pretty hard and went and got a master's of music in it afterwards anyway. But this is one that was actually the first piece of sheet music that you helped me find at Pecknell Music in Greenville, South Carolina.
That's where we met, by the way.
Where we met.
That's where we met.
And bought this. I really wanted to get into this guy named Heitor Villa-Lobos from Brazil. And this is one of the pieces that is a really well-known classical guitar piece from Brazil. He wrote it in the middle 20th century, and it sounds a little bit jazzy, but it's got like this really cool mix of, like, it's somewhere between classical and jazz. It's a wonderful piece. It's got some great rhythms and those awesome samba chords that Brazilian music is so well known for. That later on became kind of known for, like, bossa nova and stuff like that. But this is pre-bossa nova. Yeah. So there's these really thick chords with 11ths and 13ths, it was just it's just a wonderful piece. So so choro means crying. So there's a couple of, like, little notes that are supposed to be the tears in this one. Bing, bing. So you're supposed to listen for those. And aside from that, it's just a great Brazilian music
It's
form.
a beautiful Brazilian tune. Well, we will you'll be dancing with us.
I
So stay tuned, everybody. Know
will
that this
dance.
show is a show where we talk to a musician or a band throughout the show, but there's so much other music that's played. So stay tuned, because he's going to be with us the rest of the show. And my beautiful husband and all of your gorgeous whatever he is to you at this moment. So Samuel, we're going to say goodbye for the moment. You're going to be dancing with us, and you're going to be talking to us twice more. But bye, Samuel. Okay, so you guys, that's right. So we're going to listen to Churro Typico. It's actually by I'm never going to say this right. Viela, just say that. Anyways, Samuel's playing this song. It's a beautiful song, and it's on one of his classical guitar albums that you've got to go look up. It's on the bottom of the screen. You can look it up at youtube.com/Samuel J. Lawson. Okay? Okay, so there we go. And then we're going to hear Candle Fueve by Mirant. Now this group is a beautiful group that is it's all these different like older instruments, and it kind of reminds me of Renaissance music with a twist. Love this group. It's one of my new favorites, by the way. I can never say their song names right, but I adore this group. Okay, the third one we're gonna hear is called Crystal River by Mark Farrell. Mark, we love you so much. We're so excited to have you. It's a country song, a love story about a wonderful place to be. So it's just gonna be a gorgeous tunes. So here we go, and it's gonna be some beautiful music. Let's listen.
me seras-tu comme la chandelle fauve brûle de tourments aigus. J'ai attendu tant et tant sur la grève que tu apparaisses sur un grand cheval blanc au voile gonflé d'argent, au voile gonflé d'argent. L'océan n'est pas si grand, tout petit le firmament, pour l'homme qui revient, pour la femme qui attend. Si jamais tu ne venais, que ma chandelle s'éteint, usée par les crocs du destin, sache que jamais je n'oublierai les mots échangés, les mots échangés. Resteront gravés en moi comme le sel sur le rocher, l'écume sur les récifs, les baisers de l'océan marquent jusqu'au sang.
Crystal River, a sacred place to me. A time in my life with such clarity. I lost my dad when I was 19. And Lord, don't you know, took its toll on me. Crystal River is where I wanna be. You see, everything has changed. It ain't what it used to be. Oh, we can't go back. We're stuck in reality. When the sun comes up, it'll be another day. We'll see. My brother saved my life with this old 6-string. She's always by my side. It sure can sing. Crystal River is where I need to be, with the weight of the world hanging off the back of me. A place we all want, called our destiny. Crystal River.
Sometimes you just have to sigh in beautifulness. Sometimes, I don't know. It's just, I love the music that's been sent to me. I like kind of revel in it. I don't even, like, okay, you guys might not make this the soundtrack of your Tuesday nights, but I do. It's the soundtrack of my Tuesday nights. And I just absolutely love it. I love it. I would like to, like, talk a little bit. We do have our little mascot here. It's Kaylee Rain. Thank you, Kaylee Rain. Right? I know, right? Say hi, Kaylee. Hi, Kaylee. Needless to say, got a little bit of a Baby Yoda. I always forget his real name, but it's okay, because love me anyways. I'm the same color as Baby Yoda on my eyes tonight. See? Baby Yoda color. It's Baby Yoda color. Thank you. Have a nice day. But I will tell you this. I have... The songs tonight are just blessing my heart. That's the thing. People send me this music, and it just envelops my soul. I love it. I just love it so much. But we have 3 more songs for you. Just saying. Also, remember, we are the Celtic Rain radio show. And we are here every Tuesday night, almost every Tuesday night. I'm going to say this. Next Tuesday night, we're here. But the Tuesday night after, we're going to take a little break because I get to have a vacation. What? Rebecca gets a vacation? Yes, I get a vacation. That's crazy. So I'm taking one night out of this month to go have a vacation because, there you go. But we have 3 more songs for you tonight. So, it makes up for not next Tuesday, but Tuesday after. So next Tuesday we'll be here. Don't you miss it. But the Tuesday after, I get a vacation. That's crazy. I know. But, okay, so 2 weeks I won't be here. But tonight I am, and the next week I am. And here's the 3 songs that are coming right now. It's called Scattered by Doug Fox. It's kind of it's a full band that focuses on guitar. And, is this something I could actually hear Samuel playing? Like, it's hilarious to me. Like, I know I compare everybody to my husband. That's just what it is. I'm sorry. I love you, but... I love you, but. I love your butt. No, I love you, but. And I'm just saying, whatever. Okay, but then we have Rainbow Skies by Sacred Shaman. It's kind of a new age meditation music. You've heard Sacred Shaman before, so just get ready. It's something to kind of meditate to. Something to kind of allow your spirit to kind of guide yourself into another place. To allow yourself to kind of sit there for a moment and just think about the things in your life that you love the most, right? And then you have Displace by Bradford Ray Bailey. It's kind of a jazz guitarist and jazz band situation. So you have 2 kind of full jazz bands mixed with, in the middle, kind of an Oreo of meditation. An Oreo of meditation. That right there, I should coin that phrase, Oreo of meditation. But needless to say, that's what's coming next. I cannot wait for you to hear this absolutely amazing music. So, here we go.
to the sky. Look to the sky. Look to the sky. And you'll see a double rainbow of you and me, together as we learn to let go. From the rainbow, we will grow. One direction, one choice.
Guys, right. Iran said Bradford Ray Bailey has a bit of Steely Dan feel. Absolutely. I love that. I absolutely, actually, completely love that. We have a few people that I would love to say hello to. I'm going to just take this off really quickly. I have a few people. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Barbara. Hi. We have, we also have, oh, where is that? Chris. Hi, Chris. So great to see you guys. Can't wait for you guys to just come in and talk to us. Go to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/Celtic Rain, and talk to us, because that's where you can talk to us. You can talk to us on the YouTube channel. You want to say stuff? put it on the YouTube channel, baby. That's where we're going to hear you. But right now, we're going to say hello, hello, hello again to Samuel Lawson, my hubby,
hello,
and my love
hello.
of life. Love you, babe. Always.
Love you too.
So, a question. So right now, actually, let's talk about this.
Okay.
Tell me, and in literally 2 minutes, tell me about the instruments that you play.
In 2 minutes. All right. So
This is going to be hard for him. I love this. Is
like
going to be interesting.
all the instruments that I've played. All right. So
all of them, right now,
smattering
that
of
you
piano.
play at this moment.
I went from that to from right now. What I'm doing right now mostly.
Right now, no,
is
yes, don't go
guitar.
history.
Oh, I thought you said
now,
you said
do
all of them.
now, do right now. The ones that
All
you
right.
play right now.
All right. So classical guitar, of course.
Of course.
Which is like the instrument classical guitar, which
You can show
includes
them that.
other
It's sitting
style,
right
other
there.
things. Yes, it's right here. So classical guitar. This is like the guitar that like it was really developed in Spain in the 1800s out of the Baroque guitar that was a European thing. So I play the heck out of this thing. I did a Master of Music at Butler
He
University. Love Butler. Love classical guitar. This is my favorite guitar, by
Yep.
the way.
He
It
does.
It was made in
he's
in
amazing.
Ben Lomond. Unfortunately, not Ben Lomond, Scotland. Ben Lomond, California, but it's still Ben Lomond. So it's still Scottish.
Gotta love that.
I stole that Scottish guitar. So there's classical guitar. There's steel string acoustic guitar, which I still do some blues on. I actually had a chance to do a few of those YouTube videos this last year in lockdown. Then there's also the mandolin. I can't hear you right now. You muted yourself. Okay. There's the mandolin. Which I play when called upon, and that's a really fun instrument to play. We play that one with Philadelphia Phil a lot. Electric guitars. I don't know if I mentioned electric guitar, but electric guitars with Celtic Rain, and also just other fun projects that I like to do. Celtic Rain and jazz.
But there's another instrument behind you that you should
one.
totally show.
There's-
What is
what-
that?
what-
What is
oh.
that crazy thing?
Oh, the one
behind
back
you?
here? That.
Yeah,
is-
that crazy thing. You should
I don't know
talk
if I
about
can
that
reach it.
right now.
Okay. Well, this is an oud. This
Not
is-
that.
Oh,
The
not
other.
that. Oh, that's one that's back there.
The
Okay,
other
that's an
one.
oud.
The other
Oh, the
one.
other one.
I-
Other one.
The
This
other
is my
other
lute.
one.
And so when I was doing classical, when I was studying classical guitar, I found that I really enjoyed playing Renaissance music on the classical guitar. It's very beautiful. It's really
happens.
relaxing. It's kind of what it is. It's very satisfying music. So I thought, I don't know, around 2009, 2000. Yeah, I decided. I love playing Renaissance music on the guitar, but it's all originally lute music that's been transcribed for guitar, so why not try it on the lute? So I did the
But
thing.
we also
with all the
wanted to
lutes.
get into Renaissance fairs for free and possibly get
did.
paid.
So yes,
So-
there was that.
He picked up the lute so that we could get paid to go to Renaissance fairs. Just saying, it's the best thing in the world, right? Get paid to go to Renaissance fairs.
Right.
Amazing.
So now we get to stroll around Renaissance fairs playing Renaissance music. Although what we've learned and what I've learned is that people don't always like actual Renaissance music because it can be really dreary.
They like
'Cause
the
life was
stuff that I
hard.
sing.
Life was hard in the Renaissance times, so the music was not all that cheery. Some of it was.
It really wasn't. It was kind of dreary.
And it was also kind of it was a little bit of a gag, not exactly a joke, but a little bit of a like.
We're
going to
talk about
be
what
sad,
you're about
so
to say a little
I have
bit
to be
later.
sad. Okay.
So don't let it out of the bag just yet. What I do want to speak about is this. Now we are located in Indianapolis right now, but you have a job that's about to take us where?
Well,
This is beyond music. He does
beyond
so much-
music,
he's a programmer.
I'm a programmer
on so many levels.
I sometimes they call me an engineer, and our engineer friends kind of
What?
bristle at, like,
That's
"Well, you're not a real
crazy.
engineer," but software engineering has taken me some interesting places, and so I'm working with the company that I'm trying to help start. That's really based in Scotland, really, because we're really dealing with mostly clients in the north of Britain, which includes northern England and Scotland and wherever they have wind farms. But what I'm doing is I'm writing software to help try and predict imbalances in the energy
Weather.
grid in the UK, and maybe possibly can help make stuff like renewable energy more viable for like people like investors and traders and stuff like that. So if I can do that, then that helps renewable energy, and if it can help renewable energy, maybe I can save the world.
Save the world.
So,
We're going
but I
over
have to
to
go to Scotland
Scotland
to do that.
save the
'cause
world.
Scotland's the best
So-
place to do that.
So, like in 14 months, people, 14 months, this show is relocating to Great Britain somewhere.
Somewhere, right?
We're figuring that out. Don't ask us specifically where, because I don't know yet.
As long as I'm in the
But-
GMT time zone, I'm probably all right.
Yeah. Needless to say, he has to go over, and then I am transferring over my ordination to the MCC church, which is based over there, and we're going to figure out a place for me to be as well. But the show will go on. So Samuel is moving us all to Great Britain. Not all of us, just our family. Just saying. Not the whole community.
Well, I mean, you can all come
But
too, but you can't.
You
live
can all
with us.
come too, but you have to pay for it, not us. Not us. Needless to say, in a little more than 14 months, we're going to be in Great Britain figuring out how to be British people, which is not actually that hard because my grandmother is from Britain, but still, whatever. Although I have to say I'm a little American, so I have to I'm gonna have to figure that out, but it's okay. I love you all. I'm still very American at heart, but American. I'm American. No, we'll figure that shnikes out as we go. Maybe I'll mix. Maybe we're all mutts of the world. I think we should all just be mutts of the world. What I do want to ask you about before we go completely, the song we're going to hear next, it's called Winding Ways. Tell me about that
Yes.
song.
This is a classical guitar piece that I wrote that I don't know if I got used for it, but a friend of mine from the Ultima Dragons group, which is a fan group for the Ultima games that came out from Origin and Richard Garriott
Okay,
in the
so
80s and 90s.
Just for a
super
second,
nerdy
does
thing.
anybody know who the Ultima games are? If you do,
I'm sure
comment
there are some people here. that are,
right
yes.
now.
Ron, I bet you know. This is anyway. So what happens when gamers get on in years? They decide I'm going to make my own games, and this fellow was like he was making his own game, and he said he asked if I could do like a little bit of a sound track for his promotional video. So I wrote this piece called Winding Ways, and I just really like it as a piece on its own. So that's
It
what
is
I
very
was going to hear.
beautiful.
Winding Ways also in reference to like this very famous long winding road that happens to be in the game Ultima. Well, be 4, 5, and 6 and 7, and yeah, it's a very long winding road. So one thing that you do in this game is you walk a lot. I mean, it's like Lord of the Rings, but with more walking.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous. There's no more walking.
But there's
than
lots
Lord
of
the Rings.
there's lots of fun things that happen along the way. So anyway, so Winding Ways
Is it the same? Is it the same road that if you're playing D&D, everybody gets attacked on the way? it the
well, you
same
know
road?
what? The
I'm pretty
road
sure it
goes
is. It's
ever
gotta be the
on
same
and
road.
on, down from the
Forever.
place where it began.
Okay, if you're a D&D player, it's the same damn road you get attacked on every freaking time. Just saying. Here's your song. Here's your song. Here's your song. Like, here's your sign.
Down from the
Here's your
place
song.
where it began.
That's right. He's going to dance with us. He's going to be back with us. Say bye, Samuel. Bye. Okay, so, Winding Way. This is for all you D&D and all the other people with the Winding Ways. Love you, love you, love you. This is where you had attacked every single time. Then we're going to do I Surrender All. Guys, I actually recorded this song before I met Samuel. What? There was a before Samuel? Yes. There was a before Samuel. I recorded this song with a group out of the Anderson Gospel Choir, and they helped me record my first album, and they're beautiful. And this is from my first album before marriage. I know, right? Crazy. But I did not write I Surrender All. It's my version, okay? Just putting it out there. And then that's When He Holds Me by David East. You guys got to know David East. His heart is ridiculous, right? I know, it just kind of makes you just sing inside. It's kind of it's a Christian gospel song, but it's just an amazing song. I cannot wait for you to hear this beautiful music. You guys ready? Here we go. Winding Way.
All to Jesus I surrender, all to Him I freely give. I will ever love and trust Him in His presence daily live. I surrender all. I surrender all to Thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. can take me, Jesus. Take me now. I surrender all. I surrender all to Thee. I surrender all. So pass me by the outer courts to the holy place, past the brazen altar. Oh Lord, I want to seek your face. Pass me by the crowds of people, priests who sing your praise. Oh Lord, I hunger and thirst for your righteousness, for it's only found in one place. So take me into the holy of holies. Take me in by the blood of the Lamb. Take me into the holy of holies. Take the coal, cleanse my lips, here I am. So pass me by the outer courts to the holy place, past the brazen altar. Oh Lord, I want to seek your face. Pass me by the crowds of people, priests who sing your praise. Oh Lord, I hunger and thirst for your righteousness, for it's only found in one place. So take me into the holy of holies. Take me in by the blood of the Lamb. Take me into the holy of holies. Take the coal, cleanse my lips, here I am. So take me into the holy of holies. Take me in by the blood of the Lamb. Take me into the holy of holies. Take the coal, cleanse my lips, here I am. Take the coal, cleanse my lips, here I am. All to Jesus I surrender. All to you I freely give. I will ever love and trust you in your presence daily live. I surrender all. I surrender all to you, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. I surrender all.
A man can't turn back the hands of time, just as a man can't make up for past crimes. It's hard sometimes to face that my mind can't erase all the things that have happened in my life. There's one thing that causes me such pain. It's the thought that I've caused my Savior shame. It makes me feel so low, but by my faith I know that all I have to do is call His name. That's when He holds me, like a mother holds a child and dries his tears. He speaks peace to me and chases all my fears. There's no other one on whom I can depend but the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. When I think about the day my Jesus died, the pain He bore I know should have been mine. Yet He walked up Calvary's hill, He obeyed His Father's will, and by dying He gave me eternal life. Just think about the blood that flowed that day, and how many times His name is spoke in vain. It makes me feel so sad that some could be so bad that they crucify my Savior once again. That's when He holds me, like a mother holds a child and dries its tears. He speaks peace to me and chases all my fears. There's no other one on whom I can depend but the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. And there's no other one on whom I can depend but the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end.
You guys see, I play all music. All music. It's kind of amazing. Like, I love music, period. Period. All you have to do, all it has to be is either independent or small label artist. And just not offensive, dude. Just don't be mean, right? Family friendly. Just think family friendly. You're good to go. You know, there you go. But, you guys ready? We're going to be talking to Samuel again. Hello. This is our... Now, I live with you, so yes.
You do.
I know a
I'm
good...
so sorry.
I do live with...
I don't think I've said sorry today. I'm overdue for my quota. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I'll take that in. I will totally accept that. Sorry, thank you. But I adore. Actually, to be completely honest, most of the time, it's really pleasant living with you.
Is it really pleasant?
Most of the time,
I'm a
I didn't say
pleasant
all the time.
person.
Most of the marriages. Okay, guys, I'm just saying, marriages in general. Most of the time, it should be pleasant living with the person. If it's not pleasant living with the person most of the time, maybe you shouldn't be with the person. That is totally that's not true. I am a minister and a therapist. If you want to contact me on those grounds, you can come and we can have a therapy situation, and there is payment. But there you go. Needless to say, my time is not free. Just saying that. Thank you. But on a whole nother note, because I adore the shnikes out of you, and you are my toxic waste that I love the most. Therefore, thank you. I did this. I did it well. Thank you. I did it well. The question becomes this, Samuel. What are you doing now musically? What's happening with you? Tell me what's going on.
So, you want to know why I'm wearing a I Love Toxic Waste t-shirt?
No. I want to know.
Well, it has to do
About
with
your
what's
musical.
going on.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I did not even know
So-
that, and I live with you. I just thought it was a
Yeah.
funny shirt.
No,
I'm
it
sorry.
is a funny shirt, but it actually is directly related to the most recent installment to a series that I started called "Songs on the Lute That Should Not Be Played on the Lute."
Yes, you should tell us about
And
that.
so
Right now.
I mentioned in our last segment that I took up the lute around 2010. We started playing Renaissance fairs. Love the instrument. One of the things that that they used to, that there was this guy that I knew. Actually, there's several people who are in the classical world and authentic, authentic period music world. Like, you should not play music for your instrument that was not written for your instrument.
Screw that.
And I'm like, yeah, okay. There's some points there, but that's not why I started playing music. I started playing music because I wanted to play songs that I like.
Yeah.
So we were stuck in kind of lockdown last summer, and I started fiddling around with songs that you definitely should not play on the lute, and having a great time with it.
And it whenever it got like gangbusters, it was ridiculous.
Yeah,
It blew the freak up.
yeah,
It blew up.
So I think one of the first ones I did was Du Hast. I did the. Let's see if I can.
Just a smidge.
No, it's not going to come out. Anyway, Du Hast on the lute. I mean, it worked out all right. It was really fun to do.
It was
I did
really
a little
cute.
recording of it.
It was really cute.
Anyway, Du Hast. I did a Dire Straits tune. I did 2 Rush songs that were really hard, and I'm a better lute player because I did it. Red Barchetta and Xanadu. Xanadu is like this 11-minute
Definitely.
long prog rock epic, and I think it's one of the greatest prog rock songs ever written. So I did that. I did a bunch of others. Well, last
We will not be playing that on the show because it's 11 minutes.
That's all right.
Love you, but
So one of the most recent one I did, I was like, well, let's do something that's even more out there. So it's kind of like the 80s new wave
don't go
synth
there yet.
pop thing. Anyway, so we kind of did that, but that song, I don't know if that's whenever that comes up, that ties into this shirt. So
You're going to tell us about that just a little bit later.
Okay.
But give us just a
So-
few minutes to talk about the other things that are happening in your life. Now, you have other bands you're playing with. We didn't get to this in the first section because you had so much to tell us about your first beginning of life. So tell us about the bands that you're playing with now
all right.
and what's
So-
going on with them right now.
Of course, there's Celtic Rain. Celtic Rain has been going great
you.
since about this St. Patrick's Day. So in 2020, global pandemic, everything shut down the weekend before St. Patrick's Day, and we lost
insane.
all those gigs. This year,
Insane.
it was like the universe was just making up for it. Like, okay, last year sucked for you, so this year you're gonna have 5 gigs the week of St. Patrick's Day.
It was amazing.
And then it hasn't really let up since.
No.
Coming up this summer, we're going to be busy, I think, every week, almost every weekend,
Almost
if not
every
every
weekend.
weekend.
No,
So that's been going
because
great.
I can't handle every.
Right.
we
Also,
can off.
I play classical guitar at a restaurant in Zionsville called Auberge, which is French for inn. It's at the Brick Street Inn in Zionsville. It's a wonderful French-style restaurant. A great menu, great chef. Like it's like a top-notch. Like, I highly recommend it, especially when
Do you
I'm
know
playing
when
there.
you're going to be there next?
Let me see.
You should look that up on the calendar and tell
that
us.
one up before we got started on this. I think it's coming up next week on
Next week?
Wednesday.
So Wednesday of next week, make reservations because they are a small place. So make reservations. You can be outside or inside. Make reservations on Wednesday evening from
5:30 to 8:30.
5:30 to 8:30. He will be playing.
Yeah.
Make reservations at Auberge in Zionsville.
Zionsville, Indiana. That's what
If
it is.
people want to find your music, where do they find it?
Oh, just step outside your door. You'll hear me eventually. No. Right down below us here on this little link here, youtube.com/Samuel J. Lawson, SamuelJLawson.
Yes.
Also, the website lawsonguitar.com, LAWSONGUITAR.com, will take you to my Reverb Nation page where I do all kinds of stuff there, and there's even a Masonic music album that I wrote that I recorded.
It's actually amazing
And
stuff.
it's highly niche, but for people who are, for guys that I know that belong to Masonic lodges, and they've been doing it for years, but haven't heard this music that goes way back into the 1700s and 1800s. It's a really cool thing. And then there's the jazz that we're starting to play, that Rebecca, that you and I have been playing since we started this marriage.
That's right.
Thing.
Actually, we started our marriage playing jazz because we were just so far apart, and it actually brought us together.
Yes.
Helped us learn how to work together, which was a beautiful thing.
We've always enjoyed playing Cole Porter.
And now we're
tunes and
coming
those-
back to our roots and playing jazz again.
Yes.
Which I'm very excited about, actually.
A
I
certain
love
guy
playing
named
jazz.
Ron, I think, is going to be playing with us.
Ron Fife is going to be
um,
playing with us. Yeah, so we have some beautiful stuff happening there. It's going to be a gorgeous thing. Ron's on. Hi, Ron. Some great stuff. But we have to talk about one more song that you're gonna hear tonight. I called it The Word. Now, I realize it's one of your songs that you should not play on the lute.
Right.
It's called Everybody Wants to Rule the World. By the way, that's a freaking long title. It should be called The World. Love you. I condensed the shnikes out of that called
I didn't write the
World
song, so.
Lute Style. Therefore, it's me. I did that. Thank you. Don't blame it on him.
So that is the song that I'm wearing this shirt for. Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears. The proper attribution is given on my YouTube page, so they do get paid when you hear it on there. So it's on the up and up. But love that tune. But there's a movie that came out in the 80s called Real Genius, starring
I love that movie.
a very young
Love
Val
it.
Kilmer.
He is like, I love Val Kilmer when he was young.
Movies. This is a replica T-shirt that he wore in the movie. That's why I have this T-shirt on. So anyway, so I recorded that video wearing this T-shirt, playing the song that you hear at the end of the movie.
Thinking of Val Kilmer. Just saying. Didn't say that out loud. Yes, I did.
Yes,
Thank
you did.
Have a nice day. He's going to dance with us and say goodbye to us a little bit later. So he's still with us.
Who, Val
Say
Kilmer
bye,
is?
Samuel. I wish Val Kilmer was with us, but it's not happening at this moment. But at this moment, I will say this. I have the next best because he has the T-shirt, and I hate to break it to you, but my husband is freaking hot. He's ridiculously cute, right? I'm just saying. He's like the beautifulest person in the world. Anyway, so we have The World Lute Style, which is Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears. Just saying. On the lute by Samuel Lawson. Okay, then we have Spock's Brain. Hey, Kara! By 5 Year Mission. Then Perception by Mark Farrell. I know, I just love him so much. I had to play him again. And then Beltane's Fire by Green Man and the Muse. You guys, this is the end of a gorgeous show, and I hope you enjoy every single moment of it. Here we go.
come to your life, there's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world. It's my own design. It's my own remorse. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule the world. There's a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands while the walls come tumbling down. When they do, I'll be right behind you. So glad we've almost made it. So sad they had to fade it. Everybody wants to rule the world. I'm so tired of indecision, married with a lack of vision. Everybody wants to move up. Say that you'll never, 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 never need it. One headline, why believe it? Everybody wants to move the world. All for freedom and for pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule the world.
is, all by himself. An empty can and a sign that says help. Did he fall? Did he lose himself? Hard to say. Folks walk by like he's not even there. It's not them, so why would they care? And from a distance they just stand and stare. I'm sure he wasn't born that way. A circumstance put him in that place. He's just trying to make it one more day. This big world is a troubled place. We all make our own mistakes. We must help the ones that fall from grace. Don't let this world deceive your perception. Standing in his place, you feel his rejection. So there it is, a point of view. Where you stand, well, that's up to you. You can't deny what he's going through every day. Somewhere, somehow, someplace, I know you'll see that look on his face. He's just a man that lost his faith yesterday. I'm sure he wasn't born that way. A circumstance put him in that place. He's just trying to make it one more day.
How can I tell you, since I just met you, all of the feelings I have deep inside? How can I share them if I don't know you well enough to start to confide? But I just lose control down deep within my soul. Beltane fire begins to rise, and I watch it flicker in your eyes. I'm warmly drawn to you. Flashlights around me, stars far above me, and you walking near me, I reach for your hand. And if your heart knew how much I want to reach out and touch you, would you understand? But I just lose control down deep within my soul. Beltane fire begins to rise, and I watch it flicker in your eyes. I'm warmly drawn, I'm warmly drawn to you. Beltane fire, Beltane fire. It's almost the full moon, and I know too soon that I will not see you then. What will I do? So now I am singing, and you are hearing, and I hope you are knowing this song is for you. But I just lose control down deep within my soul. Beltane fire begins to rise, and I watch it flicker in your eyes. I'm warmly drawn, I'm warmly drawn to you. But I just lose control down deep within my soul. Beltane fire begins to rise, and I watch it flicker in your eyes. I'm warmly drawn, I'm warmly drawn to you, to you. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I'm slightly partial, this is what's about to happen, you guys. Ready? It has been an amazing, amazing show. But I'm about to turn it over for one last song. Not too long, Samuel. One last song. To the glorious Samuel Lawson to play his classical guitar and let us hear some beautiful, beautiful music. Ready?
All right.
All right.
So we just heard
There you go.
Beltane. We just heard Beltane. Here's Lunasa.
Unmute myself. He's gonna keep playing in the background as we play a little bit, just slightly in the background. If you want to send your music, send it to me at celticrain777@gmail.com. I will take your music. I will play it as long as it is from a independent or small label artist, and it's family friendly. And it's radio ready, meaning it can't be just like a voice, or if it's just one instrument, actually it could be just one instrument, but you know, get it ready, make it ready. And if it's not, I will message you back and say, hey, this is how you can make your song better to get it back on the show. I will help you figure that out, okay? Also, most beautiful thing in the whole world, we are the Celtic Rain Radio Show, but the best place to get to know us is this. You ready? Is at youtube.com/C for channel/Celtic Rain. Make sure you subscribe. We are here every Tuesday, except for 2 weeks from now, and you can just watch a rerun because they're amazing. All of my reruns are amazing. Just go watch one of the recordings. Just saying. I'm going to take a vacation. I'm taking 1 week, people. 1 freaking week. I'm saying. Okay, so please go do that. Watch one of those. Watch all of them. Watch all of them. They're all there for you to watch. You can watch every single one of my videos that have already been recorded with all of the artists that have already been there. I have so many artists that have already been interviewed. Go watch them now because they're all worth it. They're all worth it. They're all worth it. So I will tell you this. This is what I need from you. Ready? Go right now. Go right now and watch all the videos. Now there's just a few things here and there I'm learning. Remember, from the beginning to the end, I have gotten so much better from when I began. Watch all the videos though, because there are so many amazing artists. You need to watch it just for the artists, if nothing alone. I will say this, and we will say without the guitar, good night, and thank you so very much.
Good night,
Good night. Good night, everybody. Bye.